Okay, it's Thursday, the 6th of September, 2007. School is back, a quaint American tradition of smartening up the young'uns for free. I'm a sub, so look out. I'm going to be teaching stuff to your own little gum-chewing, cell phone-toting ferret one of these days. History is my thing, and noted historian Theodore Beaver Cleaver once noted that history is mostly killing people. Hate when that happens, and it does. But for now, I'm here with some music news, and to that end, if I had a faster car, a richer girlfriend, or even one with a job, here's where I could be lurking in the back tonight, perhaps in search of my next future ex-girlfriend. Okay, Thursday, September 6th, World War II was only 5 days old, 68 years ago, and rock and roll had not even been invented yet. But for now, it's cool power pop all the way from Buffalo by the Goo Goo Dolls, with more power pop from Reliant K opening festivities at the Greek Theater in Hollywood. Need more power pop? It's Cartel playing tunes from their new one at the Avalon in Hollywood tonight and Friday night as well. And the Frames will do their indie rock thing tonight at the Fonda. That's Henry, not Jane or Peter, in Hollywood, just around the corner from the Avalon. Up here in the 805, it's a weekly reggae dance party at Wine Lovers down on Thompson and Ventura, with those legalizers starting late and playing later. Up in the Ojai Valley at Deer Lodge and Miners Oaks, it's Cajun stuff and rock and blues from the Joe Pecan Band. And finally up the coast in Santa Barbara, it's the first of many CD release parties by Nathan McEwen, son of John and brother of Jonathan. Nathan's got a wonderful new acoustic album called Festival. He'll be at Borders and State Street in Santa Barbara playing an early 5:30 show. Then you can cruise down Anacapa and grab a burrito from Max on the way home, enjoying that cool cruise along the Rincon. Okay, so that's that, and now this, Rock and Roll Call, the record reading service of cyberspace. First victim this week is yet another band with a funny name. You know how I am. The band is Ha Ha Tonka, and the album is Buckle in the Bible Belt. It's on cool indie pop country rock label Bloodshot Records out of Chicago. The ha-ha part is self-explanatory. If you can't laugh about it, it's not worth taking seriously. And Tonka was a toy maker that used to make these metal toy trucks. I remember my parents gave me a toy Tonka crane for Christmas one year. It later had a fatal accident with a bunch of rocks in the backyard. Also, Tonka was a horse's name in a cheesy Salminia movie. Yeah, like he looks like a real Indian, a 50s Hollywood Indian. And Tuchonka was, I believe, the name for Buffalo, according to Buena High grad Kevin Costner in his Wild West epic Dances with Wolves. But I digress. For this brand, Ha Ha Tonka was the name of a state park in the Ozarks in Missouri. This band is from Springfield, Missouri. Evidently not the Simpsons Springfield. Okay, in the exposition, Ha Ha Tonka plays inspired country rock, sort of like the Bottle Rockets, the Morels, and Split Lip Rayfield. And they've been touring with the old 97, so there's that. Brian Roberts has a perfect gruff rock star voice fronting this redneck with brains band. They have songs about the crank epidemic. The South gets things 15 years after we do. And also songs about doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. St. Nick on the 4th in a fervor has lines like this: "This glimpse at brilliance is much better than your long look at mediocrity." Ouch. The epitaph of talented, unsuccessful men everywhere. They also do a cool cover of Hangman. Forgot who did it, but Led Zeppelin did the one I remember. So a smirk and a few nods for Ha Ha Tonka. Next up is more country rock from the legendary Shack Shakers. Their new one is Swamp Blood. It's on singer-songwriter-friendly Yep Rock Records. As a Civil War reenactor and a Yankee first sergeant and an armed and dangerously delusional Reb hater and shooter, I got 3 last weekend in Huntington Beach, a thinly veiled and noisy excuse to go to Hooters, where the waitresses were dumber than a box of rocks, but more interesting than college football. Anyway, there's a vast, blasphemous drawing of our greatest president and my president in 1863, Abe Lincoln smoking a pipe superimposed over a Confederate flag on the album cover. To quote the bumper sticker on my truck, "You lost, get over it." Anyway, any band with legendary in their name better be good. These guys mostly are. They play revved up country rock and songs like Born Again, which is sort of like Oh Brother Where Art Thou meets Big Love. On these tunes it sounds like Creedence Clearwater meets Rank and File at some smoky roadhouse. A couple of the songs suck, but most of them do not. And if your worldview is slightly to the left of wahoo, then these Shack Shakers will rock your world and have your pointy shoes heading for the repeat button on the CD player. And finally, it's the latest from Interpol with a fairly distressing cover of for bovine lovers. The album is Our Love to Adore, and it's on Capitol, where the Beatles and the Beach Boys used to live. This is nervous art rock out of New York, and I don't find a lot to like here, let alone adore. Frontman Paul Banks more harangues than sings, sort of like an atonal David Bowie or a Nazi officer addressing a group of bewildered Norwegian villagers. The music is slightly symphonic, pretentious techno-pop that would have fit in around 20 years ago, but now it's grating. Not fingernails on the blackboard, but not very melodic either. The CD made it through 4 songs in our last Civil War road trip. I made it longer than that. You don't have to. Maybe the real Interpol cops can drag these guys downtown and beat an armed robbery conviction out of them, and maybe some melody into them. A smirk and a head shake for Interpol. Okay, my electronic friends, once more I'm circling the drain, and I got to head back to Ventura to watch the Dodgers and the Cubs. No more Brett Tonko. Life is better. Now get rid of Hendrickson, Hernandez, and Holton, and life will be great. Bill Locey, Studio 805, Ventura County, saw her saying, save the top hats, save yourselves, and go see some live music. After the Dodgers, of course. And remember, if no one tells you how to act, then how are you going to be?
St. Nick on a fourth and a further. What church do you belong to? I'm on by there one as well pledge white, red and blue.